Hello and welcome back everybody to my weekly update on the financial markets. My name is Jens and today I will cover with you, like always, the S&P 500 index, US oil, gold and Bitcoin. We look at the weekly, daily and 4-hour time frame and analyze price action so that you know what to do in the markets the next days and weeks ahead. Let's start directly in with S&P 500 on the weekly time frame. Yeah, like you can see on the weekly time frame, we had the break of the weekly uptrend and a massive move to the downside, retesting the last all-time high here after we have seen a divergence price to the MACD. Now is the question, is this already the low or do we have to see a full ABC move to complete this correction here? Fitting in my view would be the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement tool for that. And yeah, we can blow off right to new all-time highs or we will decline one more time. More to that on the daily time frame. Takes a moment to load the data. Here you can see that we had an intact daily white solid downward line. That one got broken to the upside on Friday. Now it's the question, do we move up, a retest, the break of the retest to the upper side? That would be a bullish scenario if we see something like that. For the index, could mean higher highs. The key area would be this local high here with this local low. If we see prices above that, I think it's most likely that this turned from a bear market to bull market and then the lows are in. But I think the structure is massively broken, so I would expect like C to the downside that maybe even exceeds the last low here to complete the bear market and then follow them like usually to the upside on the long term. You could enter a short position here and put your stop loss above this key level here and only risk a little bit of your portfolio. So in case we see lower prices, you can still profit in your portfolio account balance while the index is declining. Otherwise, if we see a turn from a bear trend to a bull trend, you would lose a small part of your portfolio. But I think with your other investments, you will be fine to get back into a bullish market here. I'm still not sure if I want to take this trade because back in the days, I hope the data will load. Yeah, I went in this movement into a short and my stop loss was above this point here. And then we slightly get above it and I was taken out. Because of that, I already moved the stop loss here higher than this area, a good portion higher, but there are no guarantees in trading. So yeah, we'll see if we drop one time frame lower to the 4-hour time frame. I got an idea that maybe I will wait that we will touch this support or resistance zone here, see a pullback, then I try to break it to the upper side. If that fails, I would trade the break to the lower side here, and yeah, then hopefully profit from here from falling prices, or I'll take option A. I'm not sure yet. I have to see how it develops on Monday, and yeah, if I have time, I update you in the comment section below the video. We will see. That's it for the S&P 500 index. Let's switch to US oil. US oil zoomed out here at the weekly time frame. You can see this monthly red solid downward line. That one got broken to the upper side, and since then we are in this weekly correction here. At the moment, this could look like an A, B, C pattern. Maybe like C ain't finished yet because we have seen a break below this weekly support zone. And normally what follows is a counter trend to the upper side and then a pullback even lower if this support and now broken turned resistant gets respected. If we drop one time frame lower to the daily time frame, you can see that we have an intact daily white solid downward line, making lower lows and lower highs so far, and I would be waiting for the next pushback to the upper side, maybe around this resistance area here in combination with this daily white solid downward line. Maybe wait and look here on the 4-hour time frame. We will go later to that one for break of trend line to go short here. It's just an idea. Maybe that will never happen. If we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that such 4-hour uptrend line already got broken to the downside. If you're really short-term oriented, you could put or could place an entry point below this area here and the stop loss above this last two local highs here. Double top could be then a nice risk reward ratio of 1.5 or even more if you believe that we'll see here push back to this daily downtrend line and directly lower prices. At the moment I don't do any actions in oil to see clearer signs. I want to be more sure about that trade than I'm at the moment. That's it, short for the US oil. Let's go next to gold. Gold on the weekly, what a move. Crazy, never have seen something like that. I think we escalated way too far to the upside, and I think this weekly candle here tells it all. That's probably the top of the movement, a blow off candle, and I think we have first to reset sentiment here before any future upside is possible. Indicator, a stretch to the upside. Let's drop down one time frame lower to the daily time frame. Here on the daily time frame, you can see that the white solid uptrend line is still intact. The secondary daily uptrend line is also intact. And what's my prediction here? The indicator wants to cross to the downside. I think that we will not see prices higher than $3,500 per ounce in the next couple of 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Instead, I would say we will see declining prices at least to the $3,000 level again, then reset and maybe can ride that again higher. I'm overall bullish for the coming years for metals and gold especially. I'm also invested long-term, or not so long-term, strategically long-term in the mining companies via mining ETF, but that's not part of this video. And yeah, if we drop one time frame lower to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the 4-hour uptrend is broken. We have seen here, you could argue that this here is a head and shoulders pattern, and that this here is the neckline. A little bit messy here, but I think if you place an entry for short trade here below these 3 points with the stop loss above this support resistance zone here, you could get a risk reward ratio of 1.5, a little bit above this $3,000 level. What I predicted the price will reset to that point, and you could risk a small percentage of your account on this short trade. I burned a lot my fingers on that, and I thought gold was too hot and has to cool down, and it got even hotter. So maybe don't trust me in this case, but we'll see if I was right. I'm also not pretty sure if I want to take that trade by myself. You will know more next week. Yeah, that's it for gold. More interesting and more bullish I'm on Bitcoin, so that's the next one. Yeah, Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, like you can see, I'm in a long position, like I told you last weekly update already. At the moment, 0.6, 0.7% in profit with this trade, and the target would be 2%, and I'm risking for that 1% plus minus. At the moment, the account is at 117%. MACD wants to cross to the upside. I think the low could be in. We left behind the 10-week moving average to the upside and currently retesting this weekly secondary broken uptrend line. Because of that, I think here's a lot of resistance for price combination with this retest of this broken downtrend. I'm pretty sure we will get here some resistance and turn lower. Hasn't to mean I will make a lower low. At least that's on what I'm speculating, that ain't the case, and then we will see a higher low. On the daily time frame, you can see that the structure already is broken. Here you see the massive white solid downtrend line. That one got broken to the upside. We had a series of lower lows and lower highs that continued. That's the sign of a downtrend, and then we have seen a blow-off move here to retest this weekly broken uptrend line, and that marked a higher high at least, because it's higher than this one. And now I'm waiting for a higher low, and it could look like something like this maybe, and then again rising prices and new all-time highs. I would really like to increase my position here. At the moment I'm risking around about 1% of my account balance, and yeah, I would like to see a nice bounce back, maybe a good structure where I would be able to throw a trend line in and then enlarge my position with a break to the upside of this trend line. But we will see if the market wants to give me that scenario. If we drop one time frame lower for time frame, there's nothing really much more to say, to be honest. Yeah, I'm expecting here a decline before then again rising prices. I think bullish behavior for Bitcoin against other markets at the moment, so I'm happy to be invested into this asset class. That's it, all I have for you for this weekend. I wish you a good start in the week ahead. Bye bye, till next time.